Let's talk vinyl variants. I'm a record collector in the way that if there's an album that I like, I'm probably going to buy a physical copy of that album. Or an artist I like is bringing out an album, I'll normally pre-order that album on vinyl. I'm normally happy just having one version, and actually normally I like having the album cover be the standard kind of look of the album with a fun color. I'm not normally swayed by multiple variants. You know, there are a lot of artists that bring out multiple variants of their albums. Billie Eilish, Charli XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, and of course, Taylor Swift. And because Taylor brought out holiday variants for The Life of a Showgirl, I wanted to discuss all of the variants for The Life of a Showgirl and kind of give a review and rank them. I'm pretty much doing it now because I'm hoping that that's the end of it. So I want to go over my little categories for you. I've named each of the categories after vinyl variants of Taylor's, and I hope that this part is not controversial. So first we have Lover Live in Paris. I think this is the ultimate record, okay? The heart shape, yup. The colors, yup. What more could you want? The new versions of Lover Live in Paris, don't love them as much. I just don't love them as much. I love this version. So it's my S tier, A tier, whatever we're doing as the top one. Next up, we have Orange Reputation. Now, I nearly put this as the top tier because I really couldn't pick between the two. However, I think the reason why I think so highly of the Orange Reputation variant is because it is impossible to purchase. So there's an element of, oh my God, it's so special because you just can't get it. That is like elevating its status for me. You also can't really get Lover Live in Paris, but whatever. Then we have Red Red. That's definitely a version. It's not a bad version by any means. It's just, that's what I expect. And I'm not mad about it. And finally, we have, controversially, Target exclusive Red Folklore. There could not have been a more mismatched pressing. Hello? I think about it a lot, guys. I think about it a lot. Let's get into it. We're going to kind of be ranking them in the order that they were released or announced. But if they're slightly wrong, hey, don't hate on me for it. They're all there, okay? There's 11 variants for us to look at, including the original pressing. First, we're going to rank the original pressing, which I believe is called like Vanilla, Perfume, and Sweat or something. I'm not going to let the names of each of these variants sway my position, but I will say I hate that. I hate that. I love the orange glitter. I think that it is so beautiful. This is the variant that I purchased because it scratched both of those itches for me, having a pretty colorful variant. It feels a little bit special. And then the classic cover on it. So it's best of both worlds for me. It suits the album. I think it's stunning. It's really impressive when you hold it out to the light. And also, can I say that the packaging for this album in particular is probably my favorite part of the album. Both the photo shoot and the actual layout of how the record is packaged is just stunning. We're going to put original pressing into Orange Reputation. Okay, next up we had the Shiny Bug collection. We had two of these. We have Violet Shimmer Marbled Vinyl and the Winter Green Onyx Marble. I think both of these are beautiful. I think the photo for it is particularly stunning. However, I don't think that the front cover and the vinyl color necessarily matches. The cover is so yellow and then those colors are both really cool toned. So there's kind of in my brain a little bit of a mismatch, but I really like them. Like I really like the record itself rather than the packaging. Out of the two, I definitely like the purple more, although the green I do think is kind of underrated. I'm going to put the purple in Orange Reputation and I am going to put the green in Red Red, and it's really purely because of the front cover, and then I prefer purple of the two of them. Now we have Baby That's Show Business, and we have the orange one, Lovely Bouquet, and the blue one is Lakeside Beach. I think both of these are just stunning. Both of them are beautiful. I love that it has the Eras Tour dancers in it. Just the connection to the Eras Tour I think is really nice. I really like these colors. I think they suit the picture. Like you've got both the kind of orangey yellow color in the Lovely Bouquet, obviously kind of the blues in the background and everything of that picture. So I do think it's very beautiful. Taylor looks amazing in it. So I really like this one. I'm going to put the blue in Orange Reputation, and I'm going to put the kind of golden splatter in Red Red, although I really do love splatter vinyl, which we're going to talk about a little bit more coming up because we've got a few more splatter vinyls to talk about. If you don't know how records are made, I definitely encourage you to have a look at how they're done because it is really fun and fascinating. It's just magic the way that they do it, and I have watched I don't know how many TikToks on them being pressed and just seeing what comes out. It kind of feels like, do you remember a few years ago when people would guess paint colors?
Ooh, this one's tricky. I reckon this like gunmetal grey. Oh God. Oh, fucking nailed it. Yes.
That's how this feels to me. So then we have the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne. This definitely is my favorite cover of all of them. The photo is just brilliant. It's so beautiful. And I do think that both of these versions are very cool. So the first one we have is an orange splatter on a translucent vinyl, which, hey, I did just say that I really like those. And the next one is an iridescent gold kind of shade. I think that this variant is perfect. I almost wish that this was the main variant because I think that the way that the swirls of glitter go through the record really look like the top of a champagne glass with that little bit of foam at the top. It is Tiny Bubbles in Champagne. So I think that that's just perfect. The concept is perfect. It completely matches the theme. There's nothing better than that one. So that one's going Love Alive in Paris. I do think that the splatter goes in Orange Reputation. It is so beautiful. I love it. I love looking at it. It's stunning. Now, next up we have our Target exclusive, which is the pink record, The Crowd Is Your King. It is a pink and gold shimmer, and I do think that it is just spectacular. I love the ad for it. I love the photo that she's used on this record. I just think it's really beautiful. I don't think I like it as much as the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne version, but it is in the same vein and it is certainly on theme for this album enough that I am willing to put it, of course, in Love Alive in Paris at the top. I just think that they're stunning, guys. I just think that they're stunning. There's something really special about those. I've watched a few videos on people unboxing that specific Target exclusive version, and seeing the way that the gold shifts through the pink is really spectacular, and I don't think that it necessarily captures it perfectly in the stock images of it. Okay, so now we come to the holiday variants. Okay, didn't know these were happening. Didn't know these were happening at all. There was a countdown this morning and everyone was kind of losing their minds. Like, oh my God, what is she doing now? What is the crazy lady doing now? Yes. And then it was just vinyl variants. I was marked safe from this drop. I think that if you hadn't already bought the album, they're really pretty to pick up. I, in particular, am a huge fan of this pink one called Sequins Are Forever. It is giving Barbie. Is it giving eras? Yes, it's giving the 1989 two-piece outfit. Yep. So I really like this pink one. I am going to put it in Orange Reputation. I think it's very good. It's kind of exactly like the orange one, but pink, which I really like. I do also really like that the photo is the same as the kind of standard edition of the album. So I guess in a way, these ones should have a leg up for me. The next one we have here is definitely giving Beautiful Eyes, called Lit My Sky Up. And because it's giving Beautiful Eyes to me, it definitely elevates it a little bit. I do think that it is almost a little too same as a kind of in between of the standard edition and the Tiny Bubble Champagne Lipstick and Lace one. So for that reason, because it's not really different enough, I'm actually going to put it in red. I'd say it's a little bit redundant in the whole package. And if you think about how records are pressed, the likelihood of it being very different to either the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne or the standard edition is very slim. So you might get something beautiful like the stock image, or you might get something that's like pretty well opaque and then it's kind of not even very special in the end, or you could get something that I guess kind of looks like a misprint of the Tiny Bubbles. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just okay. Now the last one here we have is called Honestly Wild, as in it's honestly wild. All the effort you put in. Yes, actually romantic. I think that this pressing is really interesting because it kind of looks like blood. It looks like, hey, I got a blister from wearing my Louboutins all night and I'm bleeding everywhere. If we're thinking about the theme, it's definitely giving Backstage Eras Tour. However, I don't think it necessarily matches in terms of what I want the life of a showgirl to look like. And it kind of does also fall into the same pattern as the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne and the one that I'm calling Beautiful Eyes edition, where they're kind of almost in a same mix. It's just a different color, although it is kind of looking a little bit more like blood. It's kind of like they were just trying something. And I kind of wish they were trying something else. So I'm actually going to put it in Target exclusive Red Folklore. I don't care for this one. Hey, it's not ugly and I don't think that you should feel bad if you get this one, but I don't think it's giving. I'd like it to give. She kind of phoned it in with some of these holiday exclusive ones. So they are all sold out, by the way. I think they sold out within 5 minutes. So, you know, who am I to say whether they're bad or not? They sold out. Hey, this is what I think of all of the variants of the Life of a Showgirl. I think, hey guys, those tiny bubbles in champagne, the gold one, that one is killer. That one is on theme, beautiful, stunning photo. Like, actually, what more could you want? I would love to know what you guys think. Which of the variants did you get? How many of the variants did you get? I'd love to know. And do you think Taylor is going to bring out any more variants? I know that Taylor said she wasn't going to write any more songs for this album, and she says it's perfect as it is. Do you think she's going to go back on that and say, surprise, extended edition? Because I kind of feel like she might now. Now that this record hasn't necessarily been as well received as she was probably hoping, I almost think she might as well just do an extended version. New cover, new vinyl variants. Yup, we'll come back when she does that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And also, hey, before we go, what album are you listening to right now? I just listened to Olivia Dean's whole discography, and guys, I loved it. Okay? Maybe more on that later. Okay. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all next time.